Hey guys, just before we get into the main topic of this video, I do just want to give a quick update on the channel. I am going to be away for 2 or 3 weeks, so there's not going to be any uploads for that amount of time. I am going to be in the process of moving flat. I really don't know kind of what situation I'm going to be in with all of the YouTube stuff whilst that's happening. So yeah, just so that I have peace of mind and I can, not get completely stressed out, there is going to be no uploads from me for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And if obviously it goes on longer than that, then I will keep you guys informed as to what's happening, but we will be coming back, do not fret. I'm also hoping to get back into streaming after that. It probably won't be on a schedule, but hopefully I will have the time once I have moved to do some more streaming, so look out for that in the future. I also want to say as well that I am currently working on a rather big project, to be honest, for YouTube. It's going to take me a while. The video is going to culminate in about 100 hours of gameplay at least, so yeah, hopefully that one will be up in the near future, but no promises. I'm not going to give any spoilers away just yet. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to mention, guys, so do not fret. When there's no videos going up in the next couple of weeks, I will be coming back. It's just to keep you guys updated as to what's currently going on in my life and my video upload schedule and stuff like that. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video. Alright guys, so as you are fully aware, there has been a massive recent update. We have a new frame, we have new weapons, we have new mods. Loads of things have changed, and I'm in a position right now where I cannot cover any of it because, like I said, I am going to be moving flat, and I just don't have the time to delve into it all. However, I did want to get a video up this Friday, obviously informing you guys about what's happening. So, as part of that video, I thought I'd also just cover one tiny thing that's come up as part of this update, and that is the changes to damage attenuation on Archon. So, for those of you who don't know, there has been a change to the damage reduction mechanics on Archons. Basically, one-shot weapons are going to be a thing of the past, I think. It's generally going for high fire rate weapons now, rather than a single-shot burst, which is, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, it's not really going to affect anyone all that much. I know I've seen quite a few builds flying around and the new meta, and I think I watched Gaz's video on it, and he's been using Titania, so, there's a lot of stuff already coming out to help you guys out, but I thought I'd just show you what I've been using over the last couple of weeks, just to, handle it using my original build, basically, but I've just changed my weapons slightly and my config. So, yeah, it's the same Loki as last time. I'll just quickly run over the build for those of you who didn't see my last video on this. Basically, I'm just stacking damage. I've changed back to Eclipse here from Zarta's Whisper. I found this to be a bit better now. I don't know why, the damage attenuation, whatever's happened to it, it just means that Eclipse is now a bit better. I can land headshots much easier with Eclipse than with Zarta's Whisper, so yeah, I'm running that now. Everything else geared towards duration and strength. I've also got Vigorous swap to add some more damage to my weapon. Not that it matters all that much anymore, but it does add a bit. And then, yeah, everything else, just energy, damage, duration, all that good stuff. Molt Vigor to improve ability strength. The more we can get onto our Eclipse, the better, basically. And then in terms of our weapon, I was using the Felarx previously, but obviously that was a one-shot weapon with lots of multi-shot and no crit, so it's completely worthless. So yeah, now I'm using a very high crit, very high fire rate Burston build. Increased crit chance by 22%, magazine capacity by 21, and increased damage by plus 42 with armor over 450. This is just for the damage increase of plus 42. The other one was with a channeled ability, which I just, I'm not going to have on my Loki, so it didn't seem worth it. You can obviously up your armor using shards if you want to, but then, yeah, we've got a load of parkour velocity shards on here just to help us move a lot faster, as well as ability duration as well, which I think is a bit better. I've also got Nail Prime as a backup if I need it, as it's, got infinite ammo if you land a headshot, so it's pretty good. Again, build for radiation against Archons is kind of the best way to go about it, and then Glaive Prime just for clearing out enemies if I need to. Madurai as well, you can use still for, Void Strike. It's going to give you a load of damage with a quick burst, so that's always nice. And then on our companion here, I am running Worm Prime with Negate. It's actually quite good, I find, especially if you happen to get hit by a Fire Eximus, or whatever they're called, I can't remember now. But yeah, companions have changed a lot. I'm not going to go into it all that much in this video. However, what I will say is that on my weapon here, I have put on all of the Vigilante mods. These do actually stack up and help with your primary weapon. So if you have a weapon that has super high crit chance, then you can be hitting red crits all day long if you just stack up Vigilante mods. What I will say about my Burston build is that it is built for kind of general use. I originally built this for Steel Path Circuit, and Galvanized Aptitude is really not necessary for this at all. If you want to replace this, go ahead and put on Vigilante Armaments, because then obviously you will get an additional 5% chance to increase your crit stats. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm actually going to swap this out as well to Primary Deadhead, because I am not going to be mowing down enemies all that much. I am just going to be going for headshots to charge my Incarnon form. But yeah, that is the build, guys. So without further ado, let's just get into a quick Archon hunt and see how it performs. Alright guys, so once we're in, we're going to proc our Eclipse. We'll get Sling Strength. There we go. Make sure to go into your invisibility whilst you're in the light to keep hold of that damage bonus. What I'm actually going to do here, just as we're kind of moving through, is I am going to get my Incarnon form charged up a bit. Obviously, I'm going to have to kill enemies for my Galvanized Chamber and Primary Deadhead anyway. Larger enemies, like these guys, they'll help you out a bit more. We only need about half, so I'm actually just going to activate my Incarnon form right there. Again, when we come into the light, just make sure you got damage bonus. There we go. Just gonna prop my Void Strike, Vigorous Swap. There we go, stage 1. So stage 2 is going to be a bit more difficult, because he is already going to know that we are present, and so he'll start using abilities and become, you know, invulnerable and start throwing fire around and all that good stuff. Not going to bother doing my Eclipse just yet. Can try using my Glaive here maybe to get some kills off. Helps if you actually land. Okay, I can't. There we go. Yeah, I was absolutely failing to land Power Strike then. Whoops. Oh, not Power Strike, sorry. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Power Strike? The one that has stacking damage. Can't remember now. It's been a while since I've looked at my Glaive build. I'm actually just going to remove the Incarnon form on my gun right now, because it was getting a bit low and I'm going to have to redo it anyway, so... There we go. Oopsie. So let's get into the light, reactivate our Eclipse. That was probably a mistake, actually. I should have kept it. Oh my god. I've had this a lot recently. I don't know if you guys have experienced it, but the waypoints seem to be just totally malfunctioning at the moment. And not actually telling you where to go, and just telling you where you will end up. More so than previously. What I'll do, I'll just cut to whenever I find the right way, because yeah, really this is like so dumb. Okay, I think this feels right. Yep. So once again, I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, that's not good. Oh, actually, that's alright. And he's out for the count. There we go. Oh, I'm in a wall. Awesome. Let's just get straight into Invis and get out of here. And there we go, guys. So even with a blip in kind of where we were going, we still managed to do it in sub 5 minutes, which isn't too shabby at all. Shame we didn't get a Tau Forge, but whatever. Let's have a quick round off in the Orbiter, and then, yeah, we'll finish the video. Alright guys, so as you can see, Archon hunts still pretty easy. I don't know, they're just kind of a weekly slog now, just something you have to do each week. There's not really anything special about them. It would have been nice to see perhaps some new mechanics and some new interactions with them, rather than just messing around with their HP and damage reduction or whatever. But, you know, I'm not a developer, I don't know what's going on in DE or what they want to do or what their direction is for Archon hunts, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, really to take away, you kind of just want to go for high fire rate, high crit chance builds. Any weapons should suffice, really, that's high fire rate and high crit chance. The Burst on Prime is just my personal favourite. You can use whatever you want. I just like the feel of the Burst on Prime and the fact that it's a very old weapon that I have actually grown up with. That's weird to say, but I have. And yeah, I like the fact now that you can obviously improve the weapon stats on this. And if you can get a Riven mod for the Burst on, it can be an absolute monster. It's still a 5-dot disposition. And yeah, if you can get crit chance, crit multiplier on this build, then it's just absolutely absurd. So yeah, if you do have one, I'm jealous. But yeah, like I said, my personal preference, any high fire rate, high crit chance build should work. If you want to use Titania, that's more than fine. In fact, it's probably the meta at the moment, so go ahead and give that a shot as well. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any other personal preferences for weapons that you like to use now for Archon hunts. I'd be happy to read through those. But once again, I will reiterate that I am going to be away for the next few weeks, probably, whilst I'm settling in to the new digs. And yeah, that means there's going to be probably no uploads during that time. So apologies for that, but I will be coming back, and hopefully I will be bringing back some streaming as well, which is good news. But yeah, otherwise guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.